Hello everyone, it's me, Beth. I know many of you have asked for more Amish country shopping videos, so I was able to make 4 stops in Shipshewana. The first stop was E&S Sales, and it's a bulk food store. Here you can see they have Velveeta shells and cheese. They have 8 boxes for $9.99. That equaled out to $1.25 per box, and these were not expired. Now there's a large variety in the store. This is just what I seen when I walked in the door. Here's a huge bag of Sun Chips for under $4, and they are organic. The bag is so big they would normally cost $8.79 at a grocery store, and here you can see it has a few months left on that expiration date. If you're looking for single serve bags, they had a 42 pack of Chex Mix for only $5.99, and that equaled out to 7 individual packs for $1, and I thought that'd be good for lunches or someone maybe who lived alone. Here I found a 30-pound box of rib tips for only $34.99. That's a great price at the start of 2021. If you don't mind something being just expired in the freezer, you will find deals like this bacon, $2.99 for a full pound of bacon. They have fresh produce. Here is some of the fresh fruit. You can see it's just a lovely store. Now, if you don't need fresh fruit, they have frozen fruit. Here they have these buckets. They had raspberries and cherries and apples, and then they had some boxes with frozen fruit as well. It's good for jams and jellies. Here's where I buy a lot of my stuff like this orange sauce and the blueberry syrup and the Louisiana hot sauce. Like the hot sauce was 99 cents and it was good for 4 or 5 years. The price is about half that at a normal grocery store. If you just like a taste of Amish country, they do have a small deli in a bakery area. Here you can see a couple of the pies that they had out that day. They had many, many more. They have whoopie pies. They have flavors like oatmeal, chocolate, and red velvet. They also sell these Amish-made fried pies. They have flavors like peach, Bavarian, apple, cherry, and different kinds of berries. They are very popular. They have about 20 flavors of these really large cookies. We've tried these and they are excellent. They have sugar cookies and chocolate cookies and just so many flavors. They have white bread for $2.99 a loaf. It's a nice heavy loaf and it's very good. They also have flavored breads like this garlic cheddar pepper bread. It's £1.50 for $3.49. Now, as far as the bulk food goes, they have smaller containers like this for people who don't need the big bulk bags. You can see an Amish family over there in the corner shopping. But if you need something for your prepper pantry or a large family, they have the 50-pound bags, and they also have the medium-sized bags of flour, sugar, salt, oats, and stuff like that. If you don't need any groceries, but you need things like laundry soap, they have these 5-gallon buckets of Tide. I'd say the store has overall 20 nice size aisles of things to pick from. I enjoy the decorations. Here you can see they have different kinds of cars at the top, and then above another aisle, for example, here you can see a combine. They have farm equipment in that aisle. Over by the produce, they have a lot of toy trucks and campers. Speaking of transportation, if you show up in a camper or a truck, car, SUV, you park out front. But if you happen to have a buggy and a horse, you park over here on the side. This is E&S Sales in Shipshewana. The stuff inside is always changing, but they have super low prices and a lot of things for a prepper pantry. To the other side of them, they have a place called Eash Sales. When I go into Eash, normally most of the shoppers are Amish people. They sell a lot of things for tourists, and then they have a lot of things for the locals that live there. Here they have the what I call barn quilts on the side of the building, so you can't pass them up. You can order these and have them made specially for you. There are about 20-some booths inside the store. This one is a gas appliance and solar light area. It said for the newlyweds, where they can shop for propane or gas refrigerators and stoves. Here are some homemade clotheslines. These are used for socks and undergarments. I don't have any of these here, but I do have one of these. This rack I use for our wash rags in the winter and after I wash them, and our dish towels and socks. And it's collapsible, so you can put it away if you want to use your clothesline in the summer. Now in the aisles, I'd say there's about 20 to 30 aisles, And they have things like these crocks. We use our crock here for pickles. I'm not sure what the Amish use all their crocks for. And then they have things like these industrial meat grinders. Ours is a much smaller scale, but in Amish country, these are things that they would use, and it's a store for the locals to shop at. Not everything is industrial. Here's something I thought was pretty and that I might like to have, so I took a photo. I like the neutral colors. Speaking of things I might like to have, I have threatened to buy this pig over a long period of time, and I'd say by the end of summer I'll probably have that. I'll be up here at the flea market, and I think I need him. On the other side of E&S is Ben Soft Pretzels. So on one side of ENS Bulk Foods, you'll find Eash Sales, and on the other side, you'll find Ben's Pretzels. Some of you may recognize this. I know inside some Walmarts, they have Ben's Soft Pretzels. This one is in Shipshewana. On the first Thursday of the month, they have their large pretzels for $1, and this is when I happen to be there. The people will line up all the way to the door. The lady ahead of me had bought 8, and the people that were in front of her had bought 12. I only bought a couple to bring home. There'll be a young lady there, and she will roll out the dough and make the shape. She'll dip the pretzel in some water and put it on a pan, and then she'll put them in the oven. And then another young lady will be over there, and she'll brush something on it and put the salt. Here's an example of some of the things they have. Those are the really large pretzels. They take up about a dinner plate. They're huge. So for $1, it's a really popular thing on the first Thursday of the month. And then they have these pockets like chicken bacon ranch and a Hawaiian pocket. They have a nice little seating area so you and your family can have lunch there. And down at the intersection, you'll find a place called Yoder Popcorn. I decided to go in there real quick. In the summertime when I'm at the flea market, I usually run out of time and I don't get a visit, so it's a perfect place to visit in winter. To the left, they have some farm equipment. To the right, there's like a corn crib. It's a great place to walk your children around for like a little mini field trip. There's a lot of educational things in there. Along the wall, there's actually homemade furniture. So there's a lot more than just popcorn in there. There's homemade furniture. And in the back, I believe there's a little area with some clothes. Now, if you don't know what you want to buy as far as popcorn, they have these samplers. And then if you don't need popcorn, they also have a lot of interesting things to cook your popcorn in. They have this coconut oil. It is movie theater butter flavored. So I bought the canola flavored. It's supposed to be lower in saturated fat and low in cholesterol. They also have a little restaurant called the Corn Crib Cafe. And on the other side of that, they have a nice little coffee shop. So if you are enjoying these Amish videos, I have many, many places to take you. Give me a like so I know to keep going. I hope you're having a great day, and I will be talking to you again real soon.